Oy, pero first of all, bago yan ha, umiyak si Sandro tsaka si Lisa bago siya nag-make face nung pagkatanggal, yung pagkaalis ng kamay ni BBM, tapos na siya, di ba, sa help ni God.
Yeah.
Hindi,
Before
dapat
that,
nagbalik kayo sa video.
Madam,
Before,
you should
Hindi,
talk about the
before.
oath taking first.
hindi, pero after the oath taking, nagpahid si si
Yun na nga,
Sandro.
we skipped
Ay,
the
okay,
oath
sige.
taking.
We
I
skip the
saw
oath
But it was in
taking, okay.
Filipino.
sige.
Hindi,
So,
It
English
was in
na to. Sige.
Filipino.
mm,
Yun.
so, ayun, si
Yun lang yung
Leslie,
comment ko.
the gown was made by Leslie Mobo. And it is from vintage piña or pineapple fabric. It's hand embroidered, hand loomed, and hand woven by his team. But if you look at it closely talaga, actually maganda. Maganda siya. Ang ganda. I can't really describe it, but it's really nice. Up close in person. Or up close on the phone.
Sobrang ganda talaga. Even yung kay Imelda Marcos, it's a very simple cut na terno and it's powder blue. Ang ganda pa rin. Nasa
Yeah.
background lang si Imelda, no? Yung talagang hindi na siya yung nakikiparticipate masyado. But you can see the strength of the woman itself. And she's really lucky. She's got 2 presidents in her family in her lifetime, nakita niya. Diba? Ang ganda talaga ng karma sa mga Marcoses. That's what I want to say.
Well, history will judge them, diba? And it's starting.
And as I always say, you have to be kinder so that fate will be kinder to you, diba? And fate was really kinder to them, right?
Okay. What's next after nung parade? Was it the oath taking na? O anong thoughts
Yes.
niyo
And
about the
would you
oath
like to talk
taking?
about the Bible that was
Oh,
used?
yes. Was the Bible Mariano Marcos's Bible or Imelda's? I think it's Mariano. No? Yung old
Actually, I don't know as to the origin, but what I do know is that it was apparently the same Bible that was used by FEM.
Yeah, so FEM used 2 Bibles during his oath taking, which was Imelda's and Mariano Marcos. So I think the thicker one,
Okay.
yeah, it was actually restored. Nakita ko yung video na restoration ng Bible. And
Yes, that's right.
restored it for this oath taking of PBBM. And I think it's Mariano Marcos kasi yung red yata mas manipis is Imelda's. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it looks very ancient. But I love it. I love stuff like that. Again, my meaning, my symbolism, mahilig talaga sila sa ganun, no? Yeah, and very, ano ba yan? Parang talagang historic talaga. I don't know, it gave me goosebumps when I saw that. And then when I heard that it was actually, well, lola ba niya yun? Lola ba ni PBBM yun? Mariano or great-grandfather or great-grandfather?
Si Don Mariano Marcos?
Yes.
Grandfather ni ano yun?
Ayun.
PBBM, oo. Don Mariano Marcos, Ilocos.
So when he was taking oath, it was in Tagalog, no? Magaling yung Tagalog ni BBM nun, ha? When he was
pero English nga yun. English karamihan nung kanya sinabi.
Hindi. I mean, yung oath mismo. When he was swearing on the Bible.
Yes.
Yes, the oath was in
talking
Filipino.
about the speech.
Yeah, with the sino ba sa kanya? Swear-in sa kanya? I forgot
The
the
Chief Justice.
Yeah, I forgot the name.
Hesmundo.
Okay.
Alexander Hesmundo.
And in Tagalog. Tapos after nun, yun umiyak na, yung umiyak-iyak na si Was it before? Did they shed a tear
After, kasi nung pagka, di ba, tinanggal na yung God, so help me God.
Tapos umiyak na siya.
So tinanggal na. Si Sandro sa background, nakita mo nagpupunas siya ng luha niya. Pati tapos inabot yung panyayata kay Madam Liza. Ayun. Yeah. Umiyak siya. Then after na napansin ko, si BBM din, lumuha din. So, yung feeling na sa wakas, alam mo yun, Sa wakas,
Yeah,
ito
after
na yung
that, it was
pangarap
very
natin
official.
after that.
And then
Oo.
he had to sit down and sign yung
Oo.
documents nga and certificates.
Nalimutan yata
Na
niyang i-sign
yeah,
yung nasa sa
the next
likod.
page.
Oo, kaya si Sandro parang may binulong tapos napangiti siya si
Yeah.
PBBM kasi parang pinapagpag niya na yung papel, eh, tapos na. Yung pala meron pa
Hindi
palang
pa tapos.
hindi napirmahan.
You're not official until you
Nakakatuwa.
sign everything, gano'n.
Yeah. Napakaganda talaga ng outtake at nagmukhang parang White House yung National Museum sa backdrop.
Oh, 'di ba? Oo nga, yung may design na ano.
Sana nga pinturahan nila yon para kasi kahit yung post office ko siguro yung pipinturahan nila, bring back the
I-renovate.
glory days,
It
ang
should
ganda sigurado doon.
heritage yan, eh, dapat prine-preserve, 'di
Eh,
ba?
kasi nga hindi naman masyadong ginagamit, pero sana iyan nila yung i-preserve nila ta's pinturahan nila. I would love the Senate na bumalik talaga do'n kasi napakaganda ng symbols nung na yan, eh, ng mga infrastructures natin, yung mga edifice na yan. Dahil yan yung ginamit ng mga 1950s, 40s, diyaan
Dapat
mismo yung
talaga.
mga legislative branch ng ating government, 'di ba? And also kasi lalo na yung Loton, kapag naayos talaga yung post office, tapos nandun ka sa stairs ng post office, 'di ba? Ang lalaki ng baluster doon, yung mismong ano bang tawag doon, yung nasa harapan. Ang ganda-ganda talaga. Kaya sana nga pati yun mapaayos. Naayos na kasi yung Metropolitan Theater. Maganda rin yun. So, hopefully, tuloy-tuloy tayong aayusin yung mga historical natin, buildings.
Sana ma-preserve, and I think they will start doing it, I have a feeling. So, ano yung thoughts nyo about his speech? Yan na, ito yung ano, ito yung important part, diba? Actually, maraming important part, but this is the one, yung speech niya. And apparently, he wrote it. So, anong ano nyo? Anong na-feel nyo?
I think I'll go first, no?
Go, kuya.
Because um yung the way it was delivered, you can hear almost the oratorical prowess of the late FEM in PBBM, yung how it's delivered oratorically, and you can almost feel, diba? Um, and in general, then there's a lot of one ownership and willingness to be accountable, and there's a lot of sincerity then, when it was delivered, and yeah, yun yung general observation ko about it. It's so that and there's confidence and assurance to the Filipino that he will deliver, and it's as if he doesn't have a choice but to do this, and he it will be his honor to do um, the the things for the Filipino people. This is the general observation. How about the rest?
Ikaw, Ate Marlu, what do you think dun sa speech ni PBBM?
I think it was direct to the point and very easy to understand. It resonated to everybody. It didn't have any highfalutin words or quotes from different philosophers or whatever. It was just spoken from the heart. That's how I felt.
I agree. It was very positive as well. Positive and um looking forward to the future. And like what he said during the speech, I'm not here to talk about the past, diba? Let's talk about what's gonna happen in the future and what we have to do. So it was no walang blame game, mga ganyan. So it was really, really good. And like Ate Marlu said, it was easy to understand. I'm glad it was in English because obviously the whole world will be watching, not just the Filipinos. So everybody has to understand the message. So yun. Ikaw at Miss Raf.
Okay. Sesegundahan ko lang yung sinabi ni Mr. J. Kung paano magsalita ang tatay niya, ganyan na ganyan ang nakita natin kay President Bongbong Marcos. So, sino magsasabing hindi siya matalino? Sino magsasabing wala siyang diploma? Siya ang gumawa nun at napakalalim na sinabi niya. Very meaningful. Wala siyang teleprompter. It was purely extemporaneous speech. Mahusay talaga siya.
Actually, Miss Raf,
And
meron siyang teleprompter. It was
may
announced as well.
teleprompter.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
announced as well.
pero
But he didn't
okay.
he only used it as a guide sa sequence nung speech niya. He did not like read it like what others would do, read it word per word or something. No, he wrote this speech so he knows it by heart. And it's just a guide para hindi siya mawala or something. Yun lang. Actually, it was forced. Na pinilit lang siya eh. Ayaw talaga niya, but pinilit siya na magkaroon nun. Which is fair enough. Pang-guide lang naman.
Alam mo, isa sa mga nagustuhan ko sa speech niya, lahat naman na sinabi is okay, pero nakalimutan ko yung pinaka-exact word. Kaya lang, hindi pa rin nalilimutan na pagbigyan ng punyagi sa mga Pilipino na mahusay tayo at hindi natin kailangan na mangamuhan. Hindi natin kailangan gawin yun dahil ang Pilipino hindi lang magaling, kundi sobrang galing. May part siya doon na I think bandang una eh. And yun talaga yung nag-struck sa akin. Until now, it's all about unity. Galing, galing.
What's your favorite quote, if you remember, dun sa speech niya? If you remember.
Ikaw, what was your favorite?
Ako basahin ko ha, because I saved it here sa laptop ko. Ito, quote unquote, we can trust no one else when it comes to what is best for us. Past history has often proven that. Solutions from outside divided us, none deepen our understanding. They were always at our expense. Never forget we are Filipinos, one nation, one republic, indivisible. We resisted and never failed to defeat foreign attempts to break our country in my father's watch. His strongest critics have conceded that. Yun yung pinaka-favorite ko. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yun.
yeah, uh, that's really direct sa ano, sa I think pagiging nationalism. I think ako naman being from a loyalist perspective, yung nag-struck sa amin with my dad. And I'm still emotional when I read this. Yung in-acknowledge na yung dad niya, yung I once knew a man who saw
Oh,
what
yes.
little had been achieved,
Yeah. Yes.
since independence in a land of people with the greatest potential for achievement, and yet they were poor, but he got it done. And then he said, so will it be with his son. You will get no excuses from me. So that encapsulates yung talagang I want to honor my dad. My dad has done it. He taught me, you know, and there'll be no excuse. It will get done by me, So uh, ang galing eh. Ang galing eh. Honoring your dad by like dreaming the impossible and doing the impossible. However, you'll do it, and whatever the outcome is, you are willing to be accountable for the people to begin with, and for your family, and then for your intimate relation with with your dad, like with whatever how he was taught, and then the confidence there is
Honor thy parents,
correct,
as they say.
correct, correct,
Yeah.
yeah, and it just speaks a lot of things, and it will resonate to a lot of people, when you get that, when people will read this now, tomorrow, and in the future, when they reflect on this, they go, oh wow, he did it. And if ever that it's not enough for some, um, he gave his best.
Yes.
And an assurance that this I have been taught by my dad, whom you look up to, and has been there and done that. Who else is a better teacher, diba? So no, it's that still resonates in me, and I think it will continue on.
And it again, it's a good example for whoever watches the speech, 'di ba? Honoring thy parents as well. So nasingit rin niya 'yon, which is
Ako naman, may dadagdag lang din ako doon,
yeah, go.
overall yung alam mo yung kanyang speech overall encapsulates all the elements of us being Filipinos. He talked about unity. He acknowledged yung hard work and talents ng Filipino, but at the same time, acknowledging the contribution of the leaders that has gone before him, especially his father. The elements of loving the parents, yung ino-honor mo yung sakripisyo ng parents mo, andun lahat yun. And then, nandun din yung, sorry, nahulog. Nandun din yung ah, sorry nawala ang thought ko, yung ina-action yung
That he
accountability
will
din
continue.
na he will continue and
Okay.
hindi niya ipe-blame ang iba, but he will do his best na gawin lahat kung ano ipinangako niya. Andun lahat yung elements na yun sa speech niya. So who would not be very happy? Kasi he's giving us an assurance eh. And as a person na kikinig, I am assured that this is my president. He's gonna do everything para matupad ang kanyang pangako for us Filipino. Very, very President Marcos Sr. talaga. That's how he is. And nakikita natin ngayon yung kay President Bongbong Jr. Very nice speech. Very strong. I really love it. That's it.
I have another one dun sa speech na yun, when he mentioned yung windmills. Kasi feeling ko, may deeper meaning siya when you actually read it 5 times. Ito yung quote, "Blades have been turning over the sand dunes of Ilocos Norte," which is the Bangi wind farm, "harnessing power all around but unseen long before this day. I built them." But for me, when I read that, there's more to it than just the windmill, but it's actually what's happened or what he did, what's happening now. So, yun. Sorry. Medyo uh, philosophical yung pag-interpret ko dyan. So, yun. What else? Miss Marlo, ikaw, my favorite ka dun sa speech niya.
Actually, I like the last part of his speech when he said, "And if you ask me why I'm so confident of the future, I will answer you simply that I have 110 million reasons to start with. Such is my faith in the Filipino." That's what I like. Because still, he gives it to the Filipinos. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Everything that he will be doing, it will be for us.
Maganda yung speech niya, no? Even I asked my mom, like, her opinion kasi masyado critical yun eh. So, what do you think? Sabi niya, no, I really, really like it. It's actually really good. And she said, it really reminds me of the father. Pati yung voice, yung diction, yung voice, it gave me goosebumps. But yes, Miss Marlo, maganda yung part na yun. So, maraming parts na maganda. Which makes the whole speech really meaningful. I will never forget it in my lifetime.
If I may just add, just
Yeah,
one
sure.
quick addition dun sa aking naramdaman nung oath-taking niya. Laging nanunumbalik sa akin yung image ni Apo Lakay at ang kanyang pamilya and the young Bongbong Marcos together with the young, yung anak ni Amy, yung panganay niya, na bumababa sila doon sa
Gordy.
helicopter. Opo, oo.
Aw.
Yung itsura, malungkot, nakasombrero siya doon. Yung kabababa lang nila sa Hawaii. nakakaawang eksena. Laging bumabalik sa akin yon. Kaya nung nag-proclamation siya, nung nakita ko yung flash ng KBL sign, tapos nakalagay sa kaliwang dibdib niya yung kamay niya, at kumakanta sa background yung Kay Gandang Umaga, hindi maalis sa aking maluha kapag naiisip ko yung panahon na napalaya sila. Pero at the same time, nakakatuwa na yung eksenang malungkot natatapatan ng isang eksenang tagumpay. Tagumpay siyang nanalo sa kanyang laban at napatunayan na kapag mabuti ka talagang tao, babalik sa'yo na mabuti talaga babalik sa'yo ang tadhana, ang kabutihan din. So, it was really touchy for me. Kaya lang wala nga ako dun sa mismo personal inauguration. But I'm so very happy being a loyalist myself for how many decades. I finally got what we really wish for. So,
What
yun.
the loyalists deserve, really.
Can I
Oo,
just add
tagal
on
na
as
po.
well, Anabi?
Sorry?
Sige, Jake.
Can I also add on,
Oh, yeah, of course.
yung, speaking of the song, di ba, yung Pilipinas Kong Mahal was played on and on and on that one. Yung, it was just so, it's so good song to although it's instrumental lang siya, hindi talaga kinanta. Ang Pilipinas Kong Mahal is almost our, we can also put it in parallel with our Lupang Hinirang. Considering its meaning, it's short, direct. Yung song na yon was played on and on his inauguration, which is which is pretty good and very patriotic song.
Ay nga pala, speaking of songs, isa sa pinakagusto kong part kung narinig niyo, yung background music ng banda, yung Leron-Leron Sinta. Leron-Leron Sinta, di ba? Yung nagpe-play yung band. Di ba yung narinig yon habang nagmamarcha?
Hindi.
Oh, ano ko,
Meron.
napaka-mitikuloso ko. Talagang
So
sabi ko,
it's all
ay, Leron-Leron
it's
Sinta.
all about
So,
culture.
log. Oo,
Yeah.
tapos yung mga lumang kanta na kasing yung mga himig ng mga Leron-Leron Sinta, yung mga
Mga
dati pa
old
talaga,
folk songs or
yes,
ganyan.
yung mga kundiman, yan yung pinatutugtog sa background. Balikan niyo yung
Kasi
video,
nawala
napansin
nga
ko talaga
'di
yun.
ba? It's fading away and for some reason because of colonialism or kung ano-ano, nawala na Filipinos, hindi ko alam kung anong nangyari but, hindi
Sikat
marunong
na sikat kasi yung
mag-embrace ng
kantang yan
heritage. Ha?
Tapos bigla mong maririnig, ay, kasi nung narinig ko siya, naku, oo nga pala, no, may kanta palang Leron-Leron Sinta. Ang
Yeah.
ganda kasi pakinggan nung pag yung banda na mismo ang tumutugtog. Nakaka-indak. So,
I
lahat yun, pakinggan niyo uli. Pakinggan niyo,
I will watch it
napakaganda.
again.
Sige.
Panoorin niyo guys, Team Replay. I forgot to mention kanina nung umpisa nung part ng when we were talking about the speech. He first greeted and acknowledged yung Governor General of Australia, si David Hurley. And then I think one of the a religious, I don't know, representative, I forgot, but those are the two names. And then he mentioned yung the rest of the dignitaries as a general like term lang. Why yung Governor General of Australia? Because I think he was the highest there. Yung siya yung pinakamataas na position doon because the Governor General of Australia, Canada, or whoever na Commonwealth countries na basta head of state ng yung monarch ng UK is yung head of state. Sila yung representative ng queen or the monarch. So kaya I think yung position yung sila yung pinakamataas. That's why he had to mention it. Yung name. Yun, napansin ko din yun. We also forgot to
Yung damit na BBM, maganda rin ha. Babae lang pinag-usapan natin pero yung barong hindi natin napansin. Ang ganda-ganda rin.
maganda yung shoes niya. Maganda yung
Yes.
shoes niya.
Don't napansin, mamahaling relo na naman. Yan
Oo,
naman
yung watch.
Yung
tayo.
sole ng shoes niya, B.
Yung
Yung
sole. I
sole.
love that. So, feeling ko kasi, isang gamitan lang yun. Tapos, obviously, they'll keep it and preserve it and whatever. Because, remembrance yun. Basta ang ganda ng paggawa. And I'm pretty sure Filipino gumawa nun. Mahilig sila sa ganun, diba? Gawang Pinoy. He also talked about his platform, diba? Energy, agriculture, education, minention si VP Sara. OFW, minention niya si Ople, si Toots Ople. He said, I have an Ople in my cabinet, and he smiled. Yeah, yun yung mga, well, talaga minention niya yung platform niya, yung plans. Walang reform. Joke. So,
Yeah,
yun.
and I think i-add ko lang
Okay.
dun sa minention niyang mga i-add ko yung minention niyang mga uh, anong tawag nito, yung speech na in general, it's if you if we listen to it again after the first State of the Nation, um, this is this speech is the inaugural speech is the framework of what he's gonna do. You know, so uh, and he writes his speech. I think he will give every speech is connected with each other, and this particular speech it is his first speech as being the president, but also it is a framework of what's to come. So, yeah, it'd be exciting. It'd be another exciting time once he delivers his State of the Nation, end of July.
Oh, I'm excited about that. You know what? I remember watching a video of PBBM saying about he has read speeches of all of the important people out there. So I wouldn't be surprised if he will write his own. He's more than capable of writing his own speech. And I think that if pinagawa niya yun sa iba, what would his parents say to him? Diba? Yung parang, no, you have to. Parang frowned upon siguro sa family nila yun na papagawa mo sa iba. No, he's more than capable and he should write his own. Just like how, how his father did it. But yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised na in the future yung mga speeches niya, it would be really, really good then. And I want to digest that and analyze that in the future as well. Lalo na yung Sona. So exciting. What else? Ano pang gusto nyong i-mention about the speech? Marami siyang eh. Yeah, like you said, Kuya, yung framework. He mentioned that, which is good. He mentioned VP Sara twice. What else? Yeah, yun. Actually, after nung diba? After nung speech, what did they do? They went inside the building and then they met all of the dignitaries and mga
Yes,
foreign
yes,
ganyan inside
yes.
the National Museum. Ang ganda nga eh. I read somewhere, I heard it somewhere, I forgot. May nag-comment. Actually, it's so symbolic kasi nandun sila sa gitna and then they were meeting people, diba? But around them was the painting of the history of the Philippines. So, ayan, may magandang symbol din yan and meaning. So, yun. I don't
At saka alam mo, Pini, yung
go.
pagkagamit nila sa National Museum, it gave a way for others also to visit our national heritage kasi hindi nabibisita yan eh.
I know,
Hindi
ang sad
talagang
naman.
yung mga bata rito, hindi nila alam kung ano yung National Museum and what it stands for, di ba? So
Mm-mm.
I think ito yung pagkakataon na na-highlight uli yung mga mahahalaga nating uh, edifice ng panahon that relates to us as being Filipino. Kaya napakaganda ng choice na doon ginawa. And right now, siguro hindi nga nila alam kung anong itsura ng loob ng National Museum, di ba? So bahagya, nakita nila sa True TV na ito pala ang National Museum natin. Diba? So,
Yeah.
maganda yung pagkakataong na ibigay din, na highlight lahat ang mga nakalimutan na natin. Kailangan nating manumbalik talaga. So, this inauguration brought a lot of realization na napakayaman pala talaga ng ating kultura bilang Pilipino. At kaya pala nating manindigan sa sarili natin
dahil naipakita natin ang lakas natin sa militar at ang lakas at galing ng mga manggagawa, ordinaryong manggagawang Pilipino. Diba?
Yes, correct.
Galing, galing.
Nakita nyo ba yung part dun sa loob when they were meeting all these important people from around the world? When VP Sara subtly removed her shoes, yung high heels niya kasi masakit na yung paa niya. That was funny.
Pinagtatawanan siya ng
Yan.
Marcos boys di ba?
Yeah, nasa likod sila Sandro. Parang anong ginagawa nito? So she removed her shoes tapos tinago niya yung shoes niya sa gown niya kasi hindi kita, 'di ba? And then dumaan si BBM, sabi nila, "Oh, tara na," ganun. They were being ushered somewhere. Sabi ni Sarah, nag-gesture siya, "Okay, okay ako dito." Tapos sabi ni PBBM, "No, come on, come on." Sabi niya, "Wait lang kasi tinanggal ko yung sapatos ko." Tapos tumawa si PBBM. Kasi nga, yeah, it was funny. Panoorin niyo yung video. It was funny. And my mom, again, my mom sent me this video. Hindi ko nga nakita yun eh. Although she showed me, sabi niya, "I love her. She's so natural."
Exactly, 'di ba? Yung kanilang kilos natural.
And all
Wala yung
throughout, that's right. Their
pele.
dynamics, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung how they deal
Mm.
with each
Diba?
other.
I'm so glad we have a
Correct.
dream team, guys. We have it's
Oo.
gonna be a really good 6 years, although maraming problemang kailangan ayusin, i-address, but, you know, ano bang tawag? May quote dun eh, di ba? May teamwork makes the dream work, mga ganun. But it's true, it works. So we just have to support this admin talaga. Kaya yung
Tsaka
mga
bihira tayo nagkakaroon ng presidente at vice-presidenteng nanalo sa isang partido lang, if you would like to
this is
call
the
it.
first time? This is the first time?
From what I remember it is, kasi nung panahon ni
Wow.
President McCoy is hindi ko naalalang may nanalo na vice president na kasama niya sa isang partido eh. Kasi si Arturo Tolentino hindi nanalo ng vice president
Hindi
nun
siya
eh.
nanalo.
So, from what I recall, ito yung first time. Kaya ang ganda dahil magkatunggali ang ating presidente at vice-presidente, may susuporta sa bawat isa. Knowing na si Sarah is going to be a working vice president, hindi siya display because she's handling or heading the the Department of Education.
Yeah.
So, tapos si PBBM is going to be the Secretary of Agriculture in the meantime.
Yep.
So, you're looking at a very dynamic and working team. They're going to be a working president and working vice president. Aba?
They actually, it's gonna be, oh, by the way, before I forget, so, recently, I think it was just yesterday, PBBM vetoed yung House Bill, 7575, parang ganun. Yung tungkol sa Bulacan.
The
EZA.
Bulacan International Airport or something.
Yeah, and Freeport.
EZA
Yeah.
zone.
The Freeport.
Yes.
Yeah. So, sabi ko sa cousin ko, ano yan? Bakit ganyan? Bakit finito? Tinatamad ako magbasa, sabi ko. Sabi niya, it's not
And incidentally, do you know who authored that bill?
Who?
Amy Marcos.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, sabi, it's not in accordance with present laws and incentives. Kaya na-veto ng kapatid. So, yun. Diba?
And apparently,
Yes, because
there's no reference to any of the Constitution.
Okay. But
I
ganon?
think Secretary Dominguez, parang pinagbawal niya since 2016 ang lahat ng free port zones.
Doon ako
So,
galit.
yun yata
by the
yung
way.
naging basis.
If people do not know the effect of having free port, then you're missing out because it's actually a very, very good way to generate jobs, income, everything. So, like here in the UK, they once nag-open sila ng free ports. Grabe yung pag-flourish ng towns malapit sa free ports na yan because of jobs, it attracts many yung mga businesses, yung sa import, sa export, ganyan. And then suddenly that town will become a city, or it would be suddenly a rich area because of that. Look at Singapore as well, diba? So, kailangan really take advantage yan. Lalo sa Philippines, sa archipelago, pwede magtayo ng free port kung saan-saan dyan. And make it a hub. Diba yun yung gusto ni PBBM? Parang a free port zone yung country. Kasi pwede nasa gitna tayo, entry tayo papuntang Asia So, matataboy yung Singapore, matataboy natin Singapore, Philippines ang magiging free port, hindi na Singapore. But it's gonna work. Yeah.
Kaya nga nandito tayo This is what the podcast is all about. Para ipaliwanag sa mga tao yung mga bagay na hindi nila iintindihan.
Yeah.
Kaya agree ako dyan. Sana maisakatuparan din natin yon, no? Para naman magkaroon talaga ng oportunidad, hindi lamang yung ekonomiya natin, pero sa kabutihan ng iba na wala ring trabaho kasi it will really generate a lot of jobs.
It really
And maybe
will.
and maybe we can have also one episode where we can discuss yung ganyan. Para, diba, tuloy-tuloy yung discussion natin about...
May kwento ko dyan. I'll give you a short summary. Where I live right now in the UK is near a free port. Na-announce na free port to just last year. And matagal ang UK hindi nag-announce ng free ports. But lahat ng free ports na na-announce sila noon pa, long time ago, I think 70s or whatever, lahat yan nag-flourish. And now these are expensive cities. Now they released a new batch of free ports open, part of Brexit plan. They expect it will generate, I think, around 14,000 jobs in these towns. So magfa-flourish yan, lalipat lahat ng mga tao, 'di ba? Because they have to live near where they're working. So tapos yung housing prices will increase. Yun, ano na yan, parang chain reaction na yan. So it really will make people's lives much better. So sana mapansin talaga nila yan. Yun, we can talk about it more. At saka by the way, masarap mag-invest ng property sa mga free port areas. Pag mura pa ngayon, bumili na kayo. Maghanap na kayo ng i-announce nila free port, bumili na kayo ng mga lupa doon. So that will increase over time. So, yun.
Well, actually, structures na currently in the pipeline, like yung Samal, the bridge connecting Davao and Samal, it will also generate a lot of job kasi ginagawa ngayon. And then yung mga prices ng lupa rin sa Samal, mag-skyrocket din yan. But at the same time, magkakaroon ng mag-generate talaga na maraming opportunities for those people. Kasi imbes na tatawid ka pa through a ferry boat, ngayon sasakyan na lang kasi ginagawa yung bridge. So marami pa talagang projects na in the pipeline na iniwanan ng ating na Tatay Digong na ipagpapatuloy ng ating current administration. So nakikita natin, tuloy-tuloy talaga ang pag-unlad. At sana yung mga nawawalan ng pag-asa na wala na nga daw pag-asa ng Pilipinas, hindi na tayo unlad, well, maghintay lang po tayo. Time will come na makakamit din natin yan. We'll just have to be patient and we just have to keep supporting our new government para lahat ito maging totoo. Diba?